Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's race, we're going to be in Las Vegas for the Silver State Relief 200 here tonight. We got some cars on track, and as always here with the HMS TV Cup Series, people are going to be sent home. We have over 40 drivers signed in per usual here with the HMS TV Cup Series. So we got some guys on track. We're going to rip it around, see what kind of lap times they set, folks. Working on some stuff in the background. So we're going to kick back, relax. We're going HMS TV side by side. We'll be right back as you watch qualifying action here at Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Looks like qualifying is in the books. Waiting to hear back from race control who's being sent home. Got a little bit of a warm-up here. Having some issues with some hotkeys here tonight. Worked on upgrading some stuff, and it's junk. But hey, nonetheless, folks, we are still rolling here on board. Douglas Ivy getting some warm-up action in tonight's race. The Silver State Relief 200. Appreciate you tuning in here, folks. Check them out. Local to the Las Vegas area, Silver State Relief. But once I hear back from race control who's being sent home, I will definitely be sure to let you know as we look at some of these beautiful cars rolling out on the track. Bryce Barfield rolling out here. Let's take a closer look. We'll get the Juicy Spider drone cam out here to this number 37 machine. Drunken Spider flying around this drone cam here. We may not have a drone cam tonight either, folks. Hang on. Give me a moment. I think I figured it out. There we go. The Juicy Spider drone cam taking a look at Bryce Barfield in the Foats Fire number 37 machine. Good-looking car. And my favorite part, right there on the quarter panel, HMS TV broadcasting. Beautiful paint scheme here for Bryce Barfield. As always, appreciate everybody tuning in again. Tonight's race, Silver State Relief 200 here. We're going to have a stage break at lap 40 here, according to my notes. And speaking of which, I got some race information for you great fans here at home. Take a look. There you have it, folks. The rules tonight, you got 4 additional tire sets, no fast repairs, 50% fuel. And, folks, if you didn't know, follow at Watch HMS TV on X, world's best social media account. It's just a fact, folks. I don't make up the rules here. But looking at some of these other cars, we got the 33 machine Elite Performance. Jonathan W. Evans rocking and rolling here tonight. Making his HMS TV debut, or Cup Series debut, is Jared Skinner. And, folks, looks like our car's going home tonight. I believe it's the 9, the 3, the 23, the 84, and the 85 all being sent home tonight. So I think those are our DNQ drivers. Let me paste them into the chat here. You guys can decipher all that. Again, working through some issues here on my end, but we're going to be good to go to stream as Jared Skinner heads down pit lane. Noah Ward out here rocking and rolling in that number 7 machine out of East Dublin, Georgia. Here we go. Yes, I can confirm, folks. Looks like the 85 of Dave Shively. He has been disqualified. Did not qualify. Steven Linger in the 23 did not qualify. Brett Bullard in the 84. He's going home. Hunter Haskell in that beautiful number 3 machine, unfortunately, going to be sent home here tonight. We'll have our qualifying order here shortly as Bailey Brannon loops it around there in the number 19 machine. I have him scored as the 6, so we'll have to make sure that's not wrong. So let's take a quick look here as we see Jared Skinner rolling back on track here. Warm-up going to come to an end here shortly. Appreciate you tuning in here tonight, folks. We're about to get things started here with the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Cup Series. All right, folks, we are back, and it is time to get gridded up on the world's #1 streaming service. That's right, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. I am pumped up here, folks. I don't know about you, but it is time to get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It is time for the grid. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. On the pole position, HMS TV number 25 machine. We got a driver upgrade this week. I kicked Maverick Davis out of the car. Johnny Dressler on the pole. On his outside, the number 6 of Dylan Alt. Row number 2 on the inside, gonna be the number 10, Terrence Murphy. On his outside, the 22, Josh Adams. Row number 3 on the inside in the 27 HMS TV car, it is Matthew Byers. On his outside, the 0, Steve Tucker. Row number 4 on the inside, the 02 machine, Justin Bondurant. On his outside, the 33, teammate Jonathan Evans. Row number 5 on the inside, the number 1 machine, Jaden Hopp. On his outside, the 63, Peyton Howell. Row number 6 on the inside in the 89 Hustle Fuel Performance machine, starting 11th, Dennis Orff. On his outside, the 98 of Andrew Lewis. Back in row number 7 on the inside in the number 11 machine with Tier 1 Racing, Christian Schrader. On his outside, the 37, Bryce Barfield. Row number 8 on the inside, 51 Exalta machine from Ivy Designs in the 51, Douglas Ivy. On his outside, the 88, Austin Hobart. Row number 9 on the inside in the 7 machine, Noah Ward. On his outside, Bailey Brannon. Row number 10 on the inside in the number 8, Jared Skinner. On his outside, the 20 of Matt Telder. Row 11 on the inside in the 79 Silver State Relief. He is our title sponsor here tonight, Josh Gagnon. On his outside, the HMS TV radio, number 28, Chad White. Row number 12 on the inside, Dylan Rosenberg. On his outside, Dragon Ball Z super fan, it's the 97, Diego Sainz. Row 13 on the inside, Philip Chavez. In the 14, in the 01, Chris Otto. Row 14, Rusty Rafferty. On the inside, Daryl Young Jr. on the outside. Row 15 on the inside, going to be Ben Pierce. On the outside, Terry Vincent. Going into row 16, Jesse Becker, Nick Hapiak. Going back into 17, Molinari. And then Austin Oliver rounds out the field. But folks, that's all we got time to say. If I didn't say your favorite driver, well, they're slow, they're junk, they're basically starting last. So field is set. We are ready to roll here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, off your seats, into the juicy Spider Start Zone. Green flag in the air here in Vegas. Clean and green, hopping on board with your race leader of Johnny Dressler. Dylan Alt on the outside. Dressler throws a slide job out the corner, holds on to the top spot. Boy, Johnny Dressler looking good here tonight as we hop up to the Bubba Myers custom design blimp. Look out, we got one washing up the track. They're sideways, they're junking it. Caution is out. Oh no, we got some junked race cars here and some unhappy campers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happened here. First caution of the night. Terry Vincent involved here as we hop on board. He goes up high. Well, they're piled up here. Nowhere for Vincent to go. Locks them up, and wham! Hard to Brandon. Let's try to see where this wreck starts out here. We know Cam Ingram involved. Let's take a different look here. That is not what we want here. Rewinding it. We're going to just jump around until we find it here, folks. Jared Skinner. Oh, there it is in front there. You got one sideways. Byers gets sideways, then everybody else locks it up. Brandon Harden to the wall. Jared Skinner involved. Oh, so many cars here. I can't really even go through them, folks. So it looks like Brian Cook, Daniel Molinari, Philip Chavez, Chris Otto, all involved. So caution is out. First wreck of the evening here tonight. So we're going to bunch them up here, folks. Going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back here. You're watching the HMS TV Cup Series on the world's #1 streaming service. We'll be right back. We are back here at Vegas. Field is lined up, and we are about ready to get things back rolling. Johnny Dressler, your race leader in that beautiful HMS TV number 25 machine. I tell you what, Maverick hasn't been getting the job done so far this season for me, and I own that 25 charter, so I said, Johnny, you're filling in here, buddy, because Maverick is junk. So Maverick Davis is gone. Johnny Dressler's in. Pace car is in. Field is set. We are going green with the juicy Spider drone cam. All out the 6 of all loses it. Hard to the wall. Dylan Alt is junk. We are clean and green still. Johnny Dressler, your race leader here down the backstretch as Dylan Alt from the Coke Series loses it there on the restart. Oh, there you have it. Terrence Murphy takes over the second spot here, and we're still clean and green, hopping on board with Terrence Murphy in the second position. Good to see Terrence Murphy from Cincinnati, Ohio, out here on the track with Downforce Racing, rocking that second position in the number 10 machine. Dropping back in the field, Darrell Young Jr. We find him in the 15th position. You may know Darrell Young Jr. pretty well here tonight, folks. He's on the channel quite often as a co-broadcaster. Let's hop on board, see what that 71 machine has up his sleeve here tonight in the 15th position. Oh, no! Oh, no! Darrell's junk! Oh, no! Darrell Young Jr. off pace. Caution is out. We saw it live. These guys are junk here tonight. Josh Gagnon involved as well. Here's a replay. Oh, no. Looks like somebody got loose there. I believe that's the 20 machine. Gagnon goes for a ride in the inside. Darrell Young Jr. damaged. And, trying to see if anybody else gets involved, if we got any ARCA brakes in the back. And we do not. So there you have it, folks. Our second caution of the night. Johnny Dressler, still your race leader. And remember, we do not have faster pairs here, folks. So let's try to find out where this all initiated. Let's rewind this one more time. We're going to stop it right here. So you see Josh Gagnon, he is on the inside. Let's get a closer look here. You got that 20 machine involved here. So in the 20 tonight is going to be, hang on, folks. These drivers swap around so much. So Matt Telder in the 20. So here's where this wreck develops. Take a look. Who you think's at fault? Let us know. We're going to slow motion it here. 20 gets loose there off the corner. Nowhere for these guys to go. Gagnon tries to avoid him. Gets to the outside. Accidentally right hooks him. And there you have it, folks. Darrell Young, junk. Couple others as well. So we're going to rack them back up here. Do it again. Caution number 2, Silver State Relief. 200 out here tonight. Appreciate you folks tuning in. Johnny Dressler has dominated this thing early on. It's still really early in this race. I mean, we got 100 and, I don't know, what, 20-something laps remaining here. But Dressler liking his chances out front. But, folks, a lot of guys coming down pit road. Must be close on fuel here. This is going to be interesting. Is going down pit road now going to be the way to go? I think so, though, folks. Looks like only 5 drivers elect to stay out. So everybody down pit road looks like Dressler, Adams, Lewis, Barfield, and Happyack, the only ones to stay out here on this second caution of the night. As the field gets bunched up here, joining me in the booth, I've got race control, Christian Taylor. Christian, you got a copy?
Very busy race control has a copy tonight. There's been quite a few blacks going on, and wow, it's been a busy race already. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of the worst start to a race we've had, but hopefully these guys figure it out. Now, you may not know the fuel strategy game going out there. I'm guessing guys are close on fuel, maybe?
I have no idea. I honestly haven't had time to even think about that with the way I've been clearing blacks. I have a lot of blacks to review, and we're only on lap 8.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fun night. Well, you know what? I know somebody who might know. Let's pull him in here. Joining us in the booth, Jesse Becker. Jesse, you got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, now, Jesse, what's the fuel strategy like out there? We saw most of the guys head down pit road. I'm guessing you're going to be close on stage now?
Well, stage was at lap 40, and I think we were just short of that. I mean, if we keep having yellows, I could see some people being able to stretch it and make it all the way. But just for my own comfort, just to make sure in case it does go green, I wanted to have enough fuel on board this beautiful 26 Ford Mustang.
Yeah, it's a good-looking car here, Jesse. So you're good to go on fuel the rest of the way. Now, how close are the leaders going to be, you think? A couple laps short, or are we talking a handful?
I'd say a couple laps. I think I can make it 35-ish from where I'm at now. So that would give me to lap 45. So okay, if that gives you any sort of perspective.
All right. Well, yeah, in the chat, Brantley Roden claims they can go about 30 on a tank as well. So yeah, it's going to be close for sure. But Jesse, right now, where are you sitting in the field here? I see you in the 18th spot. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I qualified back there in 31st, avoided 2 wrecks, and gained a lot of spots. So hopefully that luck keeps happening.
Yeah, well, we wish you the best of luck here. Jesse, going to send you back to your team out of Southport, North Carolina. Let's see if you can wheel that 26 to the front.
Thank you. Love you.
I don't love you, Jesse. Let's kick him out of here. Jesse's ready to get bunched up, and rolling field is set. We are ready to roll. Green flag in the air. Johnny Dressler, your race leader, clean and green, heading into turn number 1. Great jump there from Dressler as he shoots out like a rocket ship. Dressler might be a little short on fuel if we stay green, but has to feel good having that clean air out front. Again, he's led every lap here so far. 38 fans tuned in watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV right now. Johnny Dressler out front. You got Josh Adams second, Bryce Barfield third, and here comes a couple of challengers for the third position as we hop on the HMS TV deck lid cam with your 4th place car, Bryce Barfield. We are still clean and green. Looks like some guys may have junked it, complaining about no caution, but I don't think we need one here. If you're in the back and junk it and the whole field passes, why would we throw a caution? But right now, our race leader's racing hard here. And let's take a quick look, folks, what happened. Jared Skinner is junk. Here's the replay. Well, well, there you have it. Jared Skinner, he junked it, folks. They were in the back and the field passed, so race control said, we don't need a caution. So I don't blame them here, folks. I know it sucks when multiple cars are involved, but that's not how we do things. Just because a couple cars are involved doesn't mean now they're junking it. We're definitely going to need a caution now. So caution is out. Terrence Murphy is junk. We've got some others as well. Let's find out what happened. Austin Hobart involved. These guys might be a wreck fest here tonight. Let's see what happened here. So here's Austin Hobart. He gets involved in somebody else's mess. Looks like the 10 of Murphy just loses it. Oh, my. Nowhere for these guys to go. They are junk. Oh, that was close there. A couple of, still hitting the wall. Let's see this from where it starts. Terrence Murphy just loses it. Right there, he loses it, overcorrects it, straight into the fence, nowhere for the 1 to go, and then wham, Hobart gets hit and some others. So caution number 3 is out. It is a war out here tonight, folks. Might be a long race, but hey, it's going to be a fun one nonetheless as our leaders are checked up, waiting for the pace car. But we're going to wait for the pace car, folks. We may as well take a quick break as these drivers rack it up. Again, it's going to be a rough race here tonight. No fast repairs for these drivers, so if they junk it, it's just tough luck. So, folks, we'll be right back here watching the world's #1 streaming service. Johnny Dressler, your race leader. We'll see you in a moment. We are back here in Vegas, and the race continues here, folks. Your front row is going to be Dressler on the inside, Evans on the outside. Pace car is rolling into the juicy spatter restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Look at these shots as they rip it around. Dressler out front, lap number 17 out of 40 for stage number 1. Beautiful shots here as we hop on board. Your race leader, Johnny Dressler. You got Jonathan Evans second, Peyton Howe third, Bryce Barfield, Nick Hapiak rounds out your top 5. Staying clean and green, Johnny Dressler leading this thing from the start. As we pull up your lap leaderboard, it's a tough one to read, folks. Let me take a deep breath and grab a drink for this one. All right, top of the board there, Johnny Dressler with 18 laps led, and your other leaders include nobody. So Johnny Dressler holds on. Jonathan Evans in second. Let's drop back in the field as Dylan Alt involved in an early incident. Unfortunate, they spun the tires, I believe, on the first restart of the night. Ends up junking it. Not sure if that car's fixed up. It doesn't look very quick. So the Coke Series driver, Dylan Alt, struggling here tonight, trying to make something happen with the damage. Guys racing hard here, going 3 wide in the back for the 25th position. Bailey Brannon in the 19 machine out of Tallahassee, Florida. They're door banging each other down the backstretch. Let's hop on board behind him. Rusty Rafferty with the 53 machine out of Frostburg, Maryland. Boy, these guys racing hard in the back. Let's jump back up front. New race leader for now. Jonathan Evans takes over the top spot. Going to move Dressler into the second position. Look at this shot here as they head down the backstretch, side by side for the race lead. Door to door, these guys not giving an inch. Dressler on the outside, Evans on the inside, heading down the front stretch at the line. Dressler still your race leader. Slide job coming in here. Looks like Evans might be, not going to do it. I thought he was going to clear him there. Did not get it done as they're still door to door. Dressler going to clear Evans back into the race lead. Boy, what a battle between these two. The 33 of Evans trying to fight for that race lead. Dressler doing a wonderful job duking it out front. Man, I tell you what, Maverick Davis messaged me earlier this week and said, Blake, I can't make it. I have a replacement coming in. I said, all right, who is he? He said, Johnny Dressler. He's okay. I was like, all right, well, I was thinking a mid-pack finish was coming. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Johnny Dressler is in an absolute rocket ship here tonight.
Hey, you got any extra room up here in the booth,
Jesse,
perhaps?
what are you doing? Aren't you racing?
Well, that luck I spoke about, it ran out during that last wreck.
Well, that took long, but well, caution's out, Jesse. What do you see happen?
Well, we got somebody up in the fence. Smoked it pretty good. Who's that going to be? That's the 6 of Alt.
Oh, no. It's been a rough race for Alt. He was junk earlier and then went back out there, had a damaged car. Looked like Bailey Brannon involved here. Let's take a look.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. It was looks like 2 different wrecks at once there, Jesse. Bailey Brannon loses it, and I think, like you said, Dylan Alt into the fence. Let's see what happened to that 6 machine.
You got to see how the 6 ended up in the fence.
All right, here we go here. All right, so we're down the backstretch. Jesse, walk us through this.
Well, 19 heads into the corner, 6 to his outside. And,
he just dumps him.
There may be a little bit of history there, folks.
Oh.
That was the driver of the 19. That was his old ride. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, well, let's not speculate, Jesse, but let's just assume. Let's speculate a little bit. He may not be happy that he lost his ride there, huh?
It may not be. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But now, Jesse, I'm guessing your night's completely over with then, or what?
Oh yeah, it was. I got to the pits, and I'm like, okay, let's see how much damage we got on this car. And well, the guy wasn't even waving the stick for my box, so that's kind of when I knew I was in trouble. They they'd honestly packed the pit box up already and wheeled it out, and I parked the car on somebody else's stall and just got out. So walked up here.
Well, that's unfortunate, Jesse. But hey, nonetheless, we're glad to have you in the booth. I'm sure Christian could use some help, and I could use some help as well. So we'll keep you busy for sure.
It's been a wild ride here to start the race at Vegas from the jump. I mean, there's been all sorts of stuff going on, wrecks happening all over the place. You know, confusion when it comes to penalties, pit road stuff going on. It's a wild ride here.
Yeah, well, I didn't really expect Vegas to be like this, I guess I would say. What about you, Jesse? What were you expecting heading in?
Well, it's not like it's that incredibly difficult of a track. There's plenty of room. It's kind of cookie cutter, mile and a half. So you would think we'd be able to get a little bit of a green flag run going here in stage number 1, but it just really hasn't been the case.
Yeah, certainly so. And, I'm kind of shocked from the replacement of the 25 here tonight, Johnny Dressler. That guy has been in a rocket ship here. The question is he going to be able to make it to the end on fuel? And I'm guessing with all these cautions, Jesse, he probably will.
His odds are definitely looking up because we haven't had that many green flag laps quite yet. So the more we pace, the happier he's going to be to just stay out there leading the way.
Absolutely so, but it's going to be Dressler out front, Evans second. You got Hal third, Happyack fourth, and then rounding out your top 5, Justin Bondurant.
I mean, look at these pro strats down there running on the apron, cooling them tires off. You love to see it.
Absolutely. And I love seeing Johnny Dressler up front here. I mean, I don't know. He keeps it up, Jesse, and he may find himself a permanent ride in that number 25.
He's putting on a good show at the beginning of this race. I mean, I was in the communications with him because I was driving the 26 with HMS TV Racing, and we were chatting after qualifying, and he thought he had a slow lap. And, well, obviously, he was the opposite of slow. He was very fast enough to get the pole. So if he thought that was a slow lap, then, man, he's definitely got some speed there in that 25.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at our hard chargers here, Jesse. Looks like Nick Happyack up to the 4th position, started all the way back in 32nd.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty good.
He's had luck on his side for sure. I mean, he started behind me, and he's found his way forward here, so he's doing a great job, I'd say.
Oh, Drunken Spider is just dying to take over, Jesse, and let me guess who he's going to show.
Of course.
He's got to show this Juicy Spider number 06 machine. Jesse comes in tonight. What was he, 2nd or 3rd in points? He was definitely up there high, though.
He's sitting in a good spot, that's for sure. Fast car. He's had a good run this season to start.
Looks like the field is set, Jesse. We are sending the pace car in. We're about to drop the hammer and go green for the 4th time on the night into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Yeah, we'll see how long they can keep it green. Big checkup happening in the back. The 24 smokes the wall all by himself in the back. Oh, no, Jarrett.
We got a door-to-door battle for second. Peyton Howell going to take the 2nd spot over. That's going to move Evans to 3rd. And so, Jesse, you're saying in the back, Jarrett Bolton way off pace there, huh?
Jarrett Bolton is junk. He was tail end of the field. They checked up. He was not ready for it, and he absolutely smoked the outside wall. He looked like exactly what I did, except 60 mile an hour slower.
Well, hey, the good news, though, for these fans, Jesse, is we got another car that looks pretty similar to him in this 02 machine.
Yeah. We got the 24, we got the 02, we got the what was the other one? The 51. I think he's out there repping all William Byron schemes, right?
Oh yeah, this is William Byron. I think he was the first one to ever run these flames like this, Jesse. Here's the other one, the 51 right here.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else who would have flames on a race car.
Not at all. Not soul, Jesse, but
nothing comes to mind at all.
Tell you who doesn't need flames on his car for horsepower. That's Johnny Dressler. But here comes a hard charging 63 machine, Peyton Howell. And how about this fill-in for Team BCI? They need a replacement driver for that 63. Well, Peyton Howell falls into their lap. And right now, he's running in the 2nd spot.
I think Brian Samara was probably actually skipping around with joy whenever he realized he could get the Peyton Howell in that 63 machine to drive for Aaron Poplin, who's been lifting BCI up on his back here in the HMS TV Cup Series to continue the smooth run of this 63 car this season. I'm sure they were stoked.
Absolutely. And he's trying to get to that outside of Johnny Dressler. Going to be 10 laps left to go here in stage number 1. Jesse, maybe these drivers have figured it out to keep it clean and green, or maybe I just jinxed the field.
They could have either figured it out. It could be that the herd has thinned, myself included. That could be part of it. We'll have to wait and see.
That's the good thing with no fast repairs, Jesse. I mean, it sucks for your race to be done, but when everybody starts junking, I mean, we're already down to 29 cars on the lead lap, so I'm not sure how many are out there total, but not much more than that.
It can happen quick, very quick. You know, all it takes is a couple of yellows, a couple guys to get damaged. People get discouraged. They go ahead and leave. You have people like me who smack the wall so hard that the crew just looks at it and scoffs and just says, whatever, dude. Yeah, we're not fixing that. You have situations like that, and all of a sudden the field size starts to shrink.
Well, Jesse, we got another good battle for the race lead. Earlier, Dressler was able to hold off Olt, and then he held off the 33 of Evans. Well, now he's got to fight off Howell in that 63, and he's doing a great job at it.
They're throwing all they got at him. We'll see if he can hold on to it.
He's just smooth, slow, and steady. Well, not slow, but he's smooth and steady, Johnny Dressler in the race lead. Again, he's not running away with it, but he's doing a great job at defending the top spot. And one might say, Jesse, maybe he's the Joey Logano of the HMS TV Cup Series.
Oh, yeah, best defender?
Yeah, in the StatCast area, of course.
Oh, yeah. No one cares about pre-StatCast era.
Well, door-to-door battle there. Door banging, Jesse. Look out. Oh. Goes into the fence there. Hopefully that car's okay. Didn't look like he hit it too hard, but certainly something you don't want to do on the regular. Now, Jesse, we had any good radio transmission here?
I can't say I've been paying attention to it all that much. I've been kind of helping with race control a little bit and racing myself. I haven't really been paying attention too much to the comms.
Johnny Dressler had something. Not sure if this happened when the tangle up came, but let's see.
I'll need one for what?
I did, but then...
Oh, never mind. Ignore that. We got a combination there, Jesse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just ignore that, folks. Didn't really work out, but we're still clean and green here, Jesse. 6 laps left to go in stage number 1. I hope these guys have enough fuel. We're about to find out here because we know we close the pits with 2 laps remaining here.
We'll see if these guys remember that. We've had it happen before where they didn't think about that fact.
Well, how about Peyton Howell running the top line here, Jesse? He is ripping the fence, running the quote-unquote Larson line, which anymore it seems like the Larson line is the line going into the garage after you junk your race car.
It definitely seems to be the case in real life. Kyle Larson kind of washed up, unfortunately, but Larson line maybe can still work for some guys here at Vegas on iRacing.
And, you know, Jesse, I've found it seems, oh, gosh, these guys racing hard. Again, you know, Dressler doing a great job out front. Is he the fastest car? I don't know, but he's doing all he can to hold these 2 hard chargers off. You got Evans in the 33, Howell in the 63, and Bondurant in the 4th position in the 02.
I know the 79 of Josh Gagnon, he's about to hit pit lane, so he might have been short on fuel. We'll see if that has implications for anybody else. Look at the 33 going for the lead.
Door to door. Is he going to clear him? Looks like he's got some help, Jesse. New race leader, the 33 of Jonathan Evans. Oh, no.
Oh, no. The 25 got into him a little bit. He keeps it straight.
What a save. I thought he was going to junk him there, Jesse. Going to be 2 laps left to go here in stage number 1 the next time around.
Ready?
Now, after that tangle up, Jesse, this came from the radio from Jonathan Evans.
Brother.
What a good save, though, from Evans. I mean, let's give him a pat on the back, Jesse, because that could have ended horribly for that 33 machine. Side-by-side battle for the 3rd spot. Dressler going to hold on as the 0-2 of Bondurant trying to find a way around. Not going to happen. Peyton Howell, your race leader, going to be 1 lap left to go this time around.
It might be a toss-up for the stage. I don't think Peyton Howell is going to be able to run away here with 1 lap to go. Evans is right there.
Last lap around. Looks like Howell's got it in the bag here, Jesse, as long as he has enough fuel, which I think he does because he did pit on lap number 8. The only one up here that did not pit earlier, Jesse, is Dressler in the 3rd spot.
Yeah. We'll see if he can make it.
On board here, there you have it. Going to be the stage break right here as they cross the line. Peyton Howell, your stage 1 winner. Oh, Bondurant's junk coming to the line, Jesse. He was in the top 5. I don't know if he got turned, but he is not happy. Let's see what happened. As the stage caution comes out, here's what happened.
Racing Nick Hapiak there in the 06. There's a little bit of contact.
Oh, squeezes through there. I think that's Steve Tucker gaining 2 spots there at the end, crossing the line. That was a risky maneuver that worked out. Now, Jesse, let's see this one more time. Now, what do you think? Does Hapiak come up? Let's take a look.
It looks to me like he kind of slid up there as they were going through the corner. I mean, it's the last lap of the stage. He's probably trying to get that position best he can and just got a little tight.
Yep.
The O2, of course, he's not going to give him much room on the last lap of the stage, and they just came together. Might as well call Steve Tucker Sneaky Steve. Dylan Rosenberg was also wheeling that 40. He gained a spot from that, too. He was sliding back there.
And well, Peyton Howell gets it done. He's going to win stage number 1. 2nd goes to Evans. 3rd, Dressler. Tucker 4th. And you have Hapiak, Rosenberg, Schrader, Adams, Ivy, and Barfield as everybody heads down pit road. No surprise here, Jesse.
Justin Bondurant stays out.
Well, there's Steve Tucker going to jump down pit road here. So like you said, Bondurant stays out. He just got junked, Jesse. I think we may want to keep an eye on this. I don't know if this is going to be something we need to watch for or what, because this is not a good strategy. He last pit on lap 8.
79 there, getting some TV time for the race sponsor.
All right.
Staying out as well.
Let's take a look. He is a lap down.
Might be hoping for a wave around. Might be getting screwed there by Bondo.
Yeah, I don't know why Bondo would stay out. Again, I think he's unhappy, and I'm not sure this is something due to that or what. But let's take a close look. We got the Juicy Spider drone cam out. This is tonight's race sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. Silver State Relief, local to the Las Vegas area. Check them out if you want to see what they do. They do a lot of great things. I'm definitely going to check them out when I go out to Vegas, Jesse.
That's a sweet scheme. It's very simple, very clean, lots of nice lines. Looks good.
And I think Justin Bondurant, he just wanted to screw over Josh Gagnon there and pin him a lap down. Looks like Bondurant, he's going to go down pit road this time, potentially.
Well, if he goes down pit road here, which looks like he is, that is still going to give the 79 the wave around, so doesn't hurt him. Jonathan Evans is going to take the lead over in that 33.
Now, Jesse, one thing we learned, so in iRacing, yes, it's going to give you the wave around, which is fine. Everything's good. But in real NASCAR, somebody did this exact same thing earlier this season, and they did not get a wave around because coming to the line, apparently you get the EOL and you don't get the wave around, which I thought was odd.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess it can make sense because I know in real life, here on iRacing, you have that one lap to complete your wave around. You have to hit the frickin' gas and get on the move so you can catch back up to the field. Whereas in real life, they give the wave rounds like a lap, like a good. There's a good buffer from the wave rounds to the green flag, so that could be part of the difference.
Well, here's a radio transmission we had, I think, coming to the yellow here, Jesse. Listen in.
That was actually crazy. What the hell just happened?
Dylan Rosenberg had that to say, Jesse.
Yeah, I was telling you there when we were watching the replays, he was sliding, holding on to that 40 car, getting past that wreck. It was pretty awesome.
Hey, race control, aren't I supposed to give an EOL?
Yeah, looks like Nick Hapiak, he did claim that incident. Probably a good call there. I think Nick did cause that one. Just washed up the track like you mentioned. But we are lined up, ready to roll here, Jesse. We're about to drop the hammer and go green here in Vegas.
It's always better to claim them. That's for sure.
Well, your race leader going to be Evans on the inside, Powell on the outside into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air with the Silver State Relief 200.
We'll see how long they can keep it green. We had a decent green flag run there before the end of the stage. We'll see if we can maybe have another one here, if we're going to have some more junk.
Looks like Justin Bondurant just left the pit, so he goes a lap down, trying to fix some damage up. Andy pit late, so not going to be a good rest of the race for Bondurant, but he's going to try to get as many points as he can. And we got some battles right here, Jesse, as looks like Christian Schrader is side by side for the third spot.
You know, maybe that's exactly what Bondo was doing. He knew his car was hurt. He figured he would just stay out and get the lap lead bonus points since he was going to be junk the rest of the race.
Yeah, probably. That had to be the reasoning because, I mean, I think he knew he was toast. So probably a smart call as we hop on board. Christian Schrader stuck on the inside. Probably going to give up another spot here as Tucker takes over the fourth spot.
Good racing at the front of the field.
Look at this. They're going 3 wide, Jesse. Look out. Here comes another Exalta machine. That's Douglas Ivy.
Holy smokes, that's not the O2?
Nope. We got 3 William Byron schemes as they go 3 wide in the corner, Jesse. Douglas Ivy, top of 3, making the debut in that 51 machine. He ran another car earlier in the season, Jesse, but first time we've seen this 51 out here.
Yeah, he came out once, had such a good time, he decided to buy his own charter and come and race it with us the rest of the season, so he must have saw something he liked.
Well, he's definitely
got his number on there.
He's definitely got some speed here tonight, and yeah, Douglas Ivy. There he is.
That's who he ran the previous time before he was a charter owner. He ran the 3 car for one race. That's why you're seeing that there bottom of your screen.
Oh, look out. Oh, no, Jesse, they're junk. 40 of Rosenberg
junk.
into the wall.
I bet he thinks that one was bleeping crazy, too.
Let's see this, Jesse. I think, yeah, he just got a little loose.
Man.
Looks like Tucker comes up the track, and I mean, nothing Tucker did wrong there. Just, I don't think Rosenberg expected Tucker to come up an inch. And here, we're going to slow this down for you, folks. So take a look. You see Tucker there in the 0 machine in front of Rosenberg. He comes up a little bit. Rosenberg jumps up the track a little bit too much, kicks his car loose, and he tries to save it, Jesse. Unfortunately, he could not.
There's a couple of potential factors I see is that maybe it just could have been some air coming off the 0 that got the 40 loose. There could have been some netcode potential contact, but not sure.
Yeah,
I believe
just
the 40 did claim it.
Yeah, unfortunate for sure, but we have caution in number 6 here, Jesse. Now, the over-under for cautions. You know how these things go. I mean, they start out like this, and then cars fall off, and we get cleaner racing. I'm thinking the over-under right now, we're at 10.5. What are you taking?
Give me the over, baby. We're on a roll right now. Not a good roll, but we're on a roll.
Well, Johnny Dressler going to take over the race lead here, Jesse. I'm guessing we had a race leaders pit. They're pitting pretty quick here at Vegas, so must have missed them. So Dressler going to take over the top spot. We're going to take a short break here, folks. We may as well catch our breaths. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out Hutchinson Motorsports TV on X at Watch HMS TV. I'll drop it in the chat for you. We'll be right back. car back here in Vegas field is lined up and ready to roll. Going to be Johnny Dressler on the inside, Jonathan Evans on the outside. Jesse, pace truck is in. You're taking a screen.
Into the juicy spider restart zone they go for the billionth time tonight. Green flag in the air, sponsored by HMS TV.
Absolutely. Here's we had to reload something there, so I don't think we saw it, Jesse. But Johnny Dressler, you see HMS TV cinematography right there, folks. And if you're sick of looking slow on the track, you got a good paint scheme, but your screenshots suck, well, hit up Hutchinson Motorsports TV cinematography. Packages start at just around $20.
Yeah, I don't know whoever that guy is that takes those pictures, but he does a good job.
I don't know, but rumor has it, people think it's AI, Jesse, but it's actually too good to be AI.
Nah, I mean, the rumor I heard is that you're saying like, oh, you have to take so many pictures, you should try to offload some of it to AI. And well, he said that he just has so much passion that he can't find it within himself to do that, so he still does it all himself.
Not at all. I mean, Jesse, we've kind of came to the conclusion all together. We're sick of these AI graphics, folks. So here at HMS TV Cup Series, we strive and we promise to never have those AI graphics, and you're not going to be seeing those ugly flyers with all the nonsense on them anymore here on the HMS TV Cup Series. Now, Jesse, we've got some other series. They sometimes use some AI graphics, and we just use what we get. But here in the Cup Series, we're going to make sure we don't do that, as Johnny Dressler still in the race lead.
Well, they might be good enough for your local short track, but they're not good enough for us here for the HMS TV Cup Series.
In the chat, we got, I don't even know how to say that. Ivy Ushroom, I don't know, says AI bad. I agree with you, Ivy.
I don't think it's all bad. I think it's a good tool, but I think sometimes people use it as a 100% everything, and that's when it could be a problem.
We got some hard racing in the bag, Jesse. They're going 3 wide, but we're still clean and green. Josh Adams in the 19th, now 18th position, ripping it around here. And let's jump up, Jesse, to the Bubba Myers custom design blimp. Bubba is chilling up there. He took a week off from the track, Jesse. He wanted to fly the blimp.
Yeah, it's looking good up there. He's got a good view of this joint. Hopefully he's got a good eye up there. Can phone a friend if we have any yellow flag needing out there. I'm doing my best to keep an eye as well. See if we get any spinners or wrecks happening. We can throw the yellow.
Oh, I'm not, Jesse. If we wreck them, I don't care.
I know you want to see some green flag laps, but, well, we got to try to be fair.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we're clean and green. We got a side-by-side battle. Good run tonight from Steve Tucker here, Jesse, sitting in the 7th position. Started off the season strong, and then he ended up missing a race, we'll call it, and things have gone downhill a little bit in the point standings, but let's see if Tucker can rebound.
Yeah, I mean, he was leading the points after week 1. I don't know what happened.
I don't know, Jesse, but here he is running pretty good in the 7th position. And, Jesse, I got some point standings to share with our fans at home. Just give me a moment here tonight.
Heck yeah, love to hear it.
Christian Strader, good race for him. Jesse, last week didn't end too well. I think he junked it, if I remember right. But the Virginia Beach native sitting in the 4th spot as we hop on board.
I feel like he had an okay finish. I know he was driving the 84 car for Tier 1 racing. They had that scheme honoring Kyle Busch. I know that they switched him into the 11 this week because it was locked in. Brett Bullard stepped up to the plate in the 84, and he ran a good lap, but it was not good enough in qualifying. He ended up getting sent home.
Not at all. We're still on board with him, sitting here in the top 5. Jesse, let's see if he can hold on here tonight. Things are up in the air here for sure because Dylan Alt, probably the heavy favorite heading in, ended up junking it here early on, lap number, I don't know, what do you think, 5?
Yeah, he's had a rough fight. He's still in this thing. He's still on the lead lap. I think his car's definitely still hurt. He's slower than a lot of the guys out there still right now, so I think he's still got some damage to fix on that thing, but he's still in the fight, which is the most important part.
And take a look, Jesse, as we look at the screen. Here's where clean and green. Here's your Hutchinson Motorsports TV points standings. Top of the board, that number 6 machine, Jesse. I think he might lose that race lead. We'll have to see how this works out. You got the Juicy Spider 06 machine in second, about, what's that say, 15 points back, I believe, and then 19 points back. Tier 1 Racing 1, then you got the 20 and the 71 rounding out your top 5 in your charter owners standings.
Been a good battle for sure. The 6 got up there on the back of the 2 wins back to back for the 6 of Dylan Alt. As we've mentioned, he still has the potential to have a good finish here tonight. I don't know if he'll be able to get that car fixed back up good enough to compete for the win, or at least soon enough to do so. But he's doing a good job wheeling that 6 car here. And we'll see if he's able to hold on to that, keep that thing in the charter points lead or not. New leader, 63.
Man, these guys racing hard, Jesse, going door to door. You know, they're racing clean, but they're not giving any room. And that's what these fast guys like doing, Jesse. I mean, you're not going to wreck the guy, but you're not going to give him an inch.
Well, and it just goes to show that it can be done. Sometimes you see people struggle to race cleanly around each other. You end up having the people that it seems like every time you get next to them, you got to be scared, but that doesn't always have to be the case. You can battle for multiple laps with somebody and have faith that they'll never get into. And you only look how close they're getting.
And I just received word we have no game audio. I appreciate you letting us know. For some reason, it turned off, but it should be back now. I don't know if that's been like that the entire stream, but thanks for letting us know.
We got to figure out why that's going on. All sorts of loops getting thrown at us here the last couple days.
Well, tonight was a rough one. We were using the updated SDK, and it is not cooperating with a bunch of stuff. But nonetheless, we are still rolling here. Peyton Howell, your race leader out front.
Well, all we can do is roll with the punches and keep on going, keep bringing this good racing.
Look at this. We got beautiful shots of that on the track. The HMS TV wall cam. The game sound's working now. Cover your ears. They're roaring around Las Vegas.
Holy smokes.
It's Howell out front. Dressler second. You got Evans, Schrader, and Ivy rounding out your top 5 here in the Silver State Relief 200. Beautiful shots here. We jump back out front. You got Peyton Howell, your race leader. Dressler still looking good in the second spot. Good to see that 25 up front. I mean, Maverick Davis has ran well all year, Jesse. Just he's had to face a lot of Coke drivers out front, and it's been tough for him.
Yeah, it's one thing to be running second and third every single week, but in this league, running up there, you don't want to get yourself in a rut mentally, because you're against some top competition. It's really good to be running top 5 here in HMS TV Cup Series.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had 3 different Coke drivers signed up, and we had a guy that qualified for the Coke Series that didn't get selected as well. So we'll call it 3.5 Coke drivers here in the HMS TV Cup Series. And Jesse, what is this, race number 5 or 6?
I'm sorry, somebody's beating on the door, Blake. What is going on?
Well, there's no lock on the door. I figured I'd come in and say hi.
Daryl, aren't you racing?
No, I'm following the trend of broadcasters getting wrecked out.
Look at this, Jesse. Hey, we're still clean and green, folks. Daryl, walk us through this damage here as we fly around your car. It's not looking good.
Well, I had nowhere to go, and that tire looks beautiful on that right front, and I just didn't have anywhere to go.
Daryl, I mean, Tyler Reddick won a race like this. That's nothing.
Well, that's true, but when iRacing tells you that you have too much damage and they will not let you come out of the pits, then you're kind of stuck, aren't you?
Well, that's one of the worst looking schemes. Well, it's not his fault, but the Harpoon cars normally look a lot better than that, Daryl. I don't think that's Brantley's fault, though.
It looked pretty good before the race, but not so much right now. But still, for what it's worth, it's still a beautiful paint, even if it's damaged.
Yeah, now, Daryl, earlier the Harpoon Design Discord, I believe there was a paint reveal. What happened over there?
Well, there's a new line of team cars that were released. over the yesterday and today. Mark Whitley, who drives sometimes as in the 71 charter in this league, and Christian Angel, and myself. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, maybe he would have been able to avoid the wreck that I couldn't.
Well, good to hear that. And how about Andrew Lewis, though, out of Montino, Illinois? Good run for him so far, Jesse. It's not been an amazing season for him so far, but it's not been a bad one either.
Well, he's had some quiet success, because I sit there and I think the same thing as you, and I think, yeah, Andy's had kind of a rough time, but I mean, he's sitting top 15 in charter points. He's made 4 starts in that 98. One start, I believe, was Joshua or Jacob Thornton. That's Keith Thornton's. I'm not sure. Can't remember which one. But that car's sitting in 14th in the charter points. That's pretty good.
He's been keeping his nose clean here, and that's a part of the battle, especially when you have 40 cars every night, Jesse. Running up front every other week isn't as good as running consistent every week.
Yeah, I mean, Blake, if you would have told me when we were thinking about starting this thing that we were going to get over halfway through the regular season and still having people DQ on speed for qualifying, I would have probably called you a liar. So it's been awesome to see.
Absolutely, but we drop back. How about Rusty Rafferty? I mean, we've seen this guy hop around in rides, Jesse. I mean, he's kind of just, a guy that takes the scraps. Whatever's available, Rusty will hop in and he'll fill it in for you.
I got to say, I think he's doing a better job than Brian Samara probably would have done. He's had an interesting season so far. He has that 53 back in 24th in the points standings right now. So Rusty's doing a good job.
He could say, I'm beating a Coke driver. I mean, but let's be honest, in all, his car is junk, so it's not really fair. But at the end of the day, technically, I guess he is.
I'm sorry, I got jump scared. The 27 of Matt Byers was heading to pit lane, and he almost got smoked.
Well, he's
by
good
a couple
now.
of guys that didn't hear him or what. They didn't give him any room.
The green flag stops are happening. My alerts aren't on, and my hotkey doesn't work, so I might be able to turn those on here. Give me a moment as Johnny Dressler back into the race lead here, Jesse.
Dressler doing a good job. He's trying to run away, lead up to 7/10 now. And we definitely got a pit cycle happening now. These guys are running low on fuel.
Absolutely. We are still clean and green here tonight, ripping it around Las Vegas. And there we go. I think I got our alerts on manually. There they are. So Chris Whitaker down
Let's
pit
go.
road. And we got Jonathan Evans back in the second spot here with Peyton Howe third. You got Strader fourth, and Terry Vincent quietly up into the top 5 here. Jesse, where's he at in the points?
Terry Vincent in your points standing. Let's take a look where that number 5 is. Running 16th in the charter standings. So quietly a good season for that car as well.
We got Austin Hobart, Bryce Barfield, Diego Sainz all down pit road, Josh Gagnon, Brian Cook, and they might be done. So Dressler's still your race leader for now. Now, Daryl, Jesse, whoever wants to answer, I think Brantley mentioned earlier you could go, 30 laps on fuel. Do you think that's still the case?
Yeah, that's right. It's about 30 laps that you can go on fuel. So we see all these guys coming down now. I would expect, and there's obviously been cautions recently, so we see the leaders have been out for about 34 laps, but more of the leaders are keying up now, saying they're coming down pit road. So we see everybody come down here pretty quick.
We're going to see if your race leader of Dressler comes down pit road this time, and looks like he's going to do so. So Dressler down pit road. Evans going to take over the race lead, and it looks like Howell right there behind him, gaining some ground on pit road. Boy, Dressler took the conservative entrance there, Jesse. Will Howell said, I'm going to gain some ground, and he does.
Sometimes you got to make it up when you can. Pit entry, pit exit, you can make up a lot of time if you play your cards right. You can also lose a lot of time.
Absolutely. I mean, Daryl knows a little bit about that, speeding down pit road and blowing races, right, Daryl?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe a time or two. The Daytona season opener. I definitely know about that, but we're going to Dega next week, and it will not happen. I'm very excited. I'm going to take a points hit tonight. Came into this race tied for 4th in the charter points, but I'm going to go down at least a few spots, but we'll make it up next week.
Oh yeah, after the win, you're probably gonna win the stage too, right, Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you had to think about that for a moment. But Nick Hapiak,
Max
your
points
race leader
pick.
here, Jesse. Let's see if he heads down. He's not gonna yet.
Yeah, he's leading the way. He might have a little bit extra fuel. I know he was running towards the back there on that final restart, so he might have a little bit more on board than these guys. I don't have any of my scoring info in front of me, so I'm kind of in the dark. But of course, I was supposed to be out there on the track, so a little bit unprepared for this broadcast. But here we are, Daryl, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Hapiak actually came into this race only 15 points out of the lead in that 06 machine. So he's definitely going to get a point here for leading a lap if he hasn't led a lap already. So this is good for him for the points. Get out here and get as many extra points as possible before he comes down pit road.
Hey, real quick, it looks like, unfortunately, the 25 of Johnny Dressler loses a lot of ground on pit road. His pit lap time was just like 2 or 3 seconds slower than everybody, so not sure where he lost all that speed. But Dressler, he's still rolling, didn't get a penalty, but he's back to 13th right now.
He's quick enough that he'll be all right. I think he'll still be in your front runners. I don't know if he'll be able to get back the lead, but he'll still be all right.
Dylan Alt down pit road. He's got a lot of damage. There
Yeah,
he
that
comes.
6 car is hurting.
We still got the top 3 out here that need to pit. Rusty Rafferty in 3rd, Dennis Orff 2nd, and of course your race leader of Nick Hapiak. Looking at tire fall off, Jesse, it's really not too bad. We're looking at about a 1.2 second fall off.
I never had a long enough run on my tires to know what they felt like when they got old. So
Neither did I. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking forward to doing the whole race. I like Vegas. It's not one of my best tracks, but I enjoy it. Fortunately, just, yeah, I'm with you, Jesse. Just barely felt like I was on the track.
I don't know how you met your demise, Daryl, but I was out. I was avoiding the wreck, and then the 88 just breathed on my right rear quarter panel as I went by, and my car just shot into the outside wall at about 180 and right into the wall, and that was it.
Quick announcement,
Yeah,
David Lorenz just subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Congratulations, David. You just made the best decision of your life.
Wow.
What a
I
night
never
for
thought,
David.
never saw that coming.
What a night for David. I can't, Daryl, can you believe it? David just, I'm just so proud for David. What an incredible night here for David.
You know what? He
Lorenz.
needs an encore.
Well, Rusty Rafferty needs an encore. He's your race leader. Might be on a pit strategy, but for the first time ever, probably, maybe, the 53 is your race leader in the HMS TV Cup Series.
No, let's make somebody else's day while we're at it. We can't have David be the only one to make the best decision in his life. Let's get somebody else. Ryan Dyer.
Let's go,
Is
ladies
now.
and gentlemen. Daryl Young Jr. gifted a membership, the most coveted membership on YouTube, to a random subscriber. And ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Dyer gets it. Thank you, Daryl.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Rusty Rafferty, still your race leader out front. He last pit on lap 48, and I'm pulling up here some pit stats. That's 36 or 38 laps ago. I can't even read it, but there you have it. He pit quite some time ago.
If you squint really hard, I think it looks like a 36.
Yeah, well, let's see when he goes down pit road. I think he's probably not got too much left in the tank, but Rusty Rafferty, your race leader.
Maybe that's why Brian Samara was in the back so often. He's got like 100 less horsepower.
Looks like we got something going on with the 22 machine. The drivers are wanting a caution, but I see the 22 moving. He never wrecked. He just got a little loose coming out of 4, came back up into traffic. Everybody avoided him, and he's still moving, so no caution. Drivers were wanting one, but no wreck happened.
That's the thing, Daryl. I've learned if you just listen to the drivers, you're going to throw a caution anytime somebody gets loose. So probably a good call to keep it green because we didn't even see anybody spin, but I'm not sure what happened.
I just went back and looked at it too, and I could see like iRacing throwing it, but it would kind of been a lame caution, I think.
Yeah, let's just shout out Christian Taylor for making a great decision.
Good job, Christian. You know, big shout out to Christian. I know he's a little stressed out here, Jesse, tonight. There's a lot going on. But, hey, he's fighting through it here, and it's been pretty good. I mean, rough start to the race, but not any of his doing.
Yeah, it's when technology doesn't work with you, it really frustrates you. I mean, Blake, you wouldn't know anything about that,
Oh,
but
no.
sometimes technology just doesn't work for you, and it can just grind your gears, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We deal with that on the regular here with the streaming stuff, especially here in this league. I mean, we're constantly changing stuff, doing a lot of extra stuff we want to try out, and a lot of times it does not want to agree with us.
No, sometimes it does not.
We got a good battle right here, Daryl. Looks like Austin Hobart currently cruising in the 7th spot. He's trying to run down Steve Tucker, and he's got Matthew Byers right there with him.
Yeah, he absolutely does. This is a mess of cars right now, but Austin Hobart, yeah, absolutely. He's fighting with Matthew Byers. It looks like he's not going to quite get there. I tell you what, the older the tires, the harder it is to run that bottom line and to make a pass. So.
Especially coming off the corner, it seems like coming off the corner, if you're up top, then you're just not going to get past, it seems like.
Yeah, the car on the bottom tends to push, get tight. I mean, we saw that coming towards the end of the stage whenever Happyack got into whoever that was on his outside. It's hard to keep in the gas because it just wants to push up the track.
How about this 63 machine tonight? Filling in for Aaron Poplin, Team BCI, Peyton Howe. I don't think this guy's ever even talked to Team BCI. He said, you know what, give me the keys, I'll hop in the car, and I'm going to park that thing in victory lane.
It's probably equivalent of if they were sitting there getting ready for the race weekend and all of a sudden Cody Ware couldn't race, and then, you know, prime Jimmy Johnson was like, hey man, you want me to hop in? Probably about the same effect.
Well, they'll drop back a little bit here. Johnny Dressler, he had some pit road issues. Again, he didn't get a penalty or anything, just a slow pit stop, honestly. Slow entry, slow exit, a little bit of everything. But he's battled back to the 4th spot, and I think he's looking pretty comfortable there. I don't see him dropping back to 5th unless he has an issue. As we got straighter, might be into the wall there a little bit.
Yeah, if we look at it from a team perspective right now, Team BCI, of course, is pretty happy having that 63 in the lead. You got the 33, that's for Powerhouse Racing running second with Evans driving that one. And then the 11 with Strader, that's going to be Tier 1 Racing. And then HMS TV Racing's own 25 car there, 4th with the 5th spot. That's going to be, the 5 is a Horseshoe Motorsports entry there for Terry Vincent.
Yeah, Terry Vincent, again, a good run for Terry tonight. I mean, he's been quietly quick all evening long. And let's take a round. We got Drunken Spider on the Juicy Spider drone cam. Let's fly by this number 5, MachineBACRacing.com.
Sheesh.
You know, and Jesse, you know, and this is a good time to mention. A lot of broadcasters, they're crybabies. They whine about, oh, you can't advertise on my channel. Well, right here, this is another broadcaster, and I'm showing a website, and we don't care. Take a look, BACRacing.com. Check them out.
Absolutely sharp rides, good people.
You can also get merch there, Jesse. You know that?
When are we going to come out with merch, Blake? I even designed a shirt and everything.
We're going to park the drone first, and we're going to take a look here at this number 5 machine. The drone is parked on Terry Vincent. It just flew off on the backstretch, Jesse. It's gone.
It's going to blow into a million pieces, and then Kyle Larson's going to run over it, and that'll be that.
There's actually a piece of clothing, speaking of merch, that I'm wanting to get with Harpoon and HMS TV, but I don't think it's broadcast appropriate to talk about it. It'll have to be a chat after the broadcast. But
to check that out.
I'm sure.
I hope that piece of clothing pops up in merch at some point.
Yeah, you know, some will be in the works. We'll eventually get around to doing some merch. Got to figure out how we want to do it. You know, there's a couple different routes we can go. But I think one of these days it'll certainly happen. But how about Douglas Ivey still sitting in the 9th position in this unique paint scheme, Jesse? I've never seen anything like this. What about you, Daryl?
No, absolutely not. Douglas Ivey in that 51 machine. I mean, that is the most unique car I've ever seen.
Original.
Very original. And
did he just stop? Okay, I didn't know he was in a stall or not. Well, look, we got the 24 Jarrett Bolton. That's pretty similar, you know, not exactly the same. And then there's another one, Jesse. I'm not sure if he's even on track. We still have the O2 out there or not? Oh, yes, we do. Here he is. Look at that. Wait a minute. Is this the same scheme?
What?
Hang on.
No.
Okay. Now, who does it?
Flames are different.
Now, folks, let's put the bias aside here. Who does it better? You got Justin Bondurant in the O2 machine. Look at this scheme. Look at it close. It's hard to tell the differences. Okay, so there it is. And then we're going to switch it up. After the O2, we go to the 51. Which one is better? What do you think, Daryl?
I'm going with the 51. Yeah, I think so. Either that or the one that's on pit road. I forget which number that is. That'd be yeah, either the 24 or the 51. I would say.
All right, Jesse.
Not just to spite Daryl, I'll go with the O2.
Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put a poll in the chat for all our fans watching. Which scheme is better? Your obvious choices, you got the 51 of Douglas Ivy, and you got the O2 of Justin Bondo. So there they go. The polling's up, folks. Get your votes in before it's too late. This is important stuff. We got Brantley Roden in the chat. Brantley, which one do you think's better? We got, well, I don't know if Bubba's in the chat or not, but Bubba, Brantley, all of our painters in the chat, drop a comment. Let us know which scheme is better as Peyton Howell continues to lead this race.
I'm kind of wondering, do we have finalists for Connor Gerard's esteemed Paint of the Night award yet? Has he given those yet?
Jesse, look at the chat.
Let me go and look.
As you said that, I think Connor's posted them.
See, we're just on the same wavelength, me and Connor, so... Oh, that's funny. I literally can't see it because of the poll. It's blocking it on my view.
Yeah, just hit the little dots and hit dismiss, so get out of your view once you've already voted.
Paint Scheme of the Night contenders are the 14, 18, 97, Ivy 51, and the 24. So the two that you went with, Daryl, like, how much did you give Connor?
Well, we're not going to talk about that, but he did give that 71 an honorable mention.
18, 90.
I don't know who drives the 71, but whatever. Honorable mention to the 71 he did earlier in the chat, but yeah, the 14, 18, 97, 24 are
how much did you give
are the finalists for Connor Gerard's Paint Team of the Night.
Well, the vote's getting pretty close, boys. We got 9 votes in, and it looks like in the lead by 1 vote is Douglas Ivy. So that's getting pretty close. Now, I don't think I mentioned, I'm going with the O2. I think the O2 just looks a little more crisp compared to the 51, but both of them great looking schemes.
Bubba Myers is in the chat freaking out about the 24, cheering it on. I don't think he's biased at all, so we might have to, it might be the 24.
Wait a minute, how's Bubba get reception up there, Jesse? I mean, look, yeah, he's still up in the drone, or in the blimp.
I figured he would have great reception. He's closer to the satellites.
Yeah,
oh, the good point, Daryl. He's got Starlink internet. Bubba's using the Starlink. We got a 3-wide battle here brewing. Andy Lewis trying to make some passes here, currently in the 10th spot.
Whoa, good racing.
Look at this. They go 3 wide. That's Byers on the bottom with Ivy on the top making the pass, and it looks like another cycle of pit road action is going on here already, Jesse.
I was just about to say, I think we got final pit stops of the race starting to happen here if this thing stays green.
If I'm one of these race leaders, I'm trying to short pit. Like Dressler right now, he's a couple seconds back. I think short pitting might be the way to go. There's not a huge fall off already, but we're looking at over a second already. So let's say you pit 4 seconds early, Jesse, or 4 laps early, that's 4 seconds.
Could add up.
Byers down pit road, Barfield down pit road. You got Stephen Blevins down pit road as well.
You may not realize this, Blake and Jesse, but Bubba Myers isn't actually just floating in a blimp above the track. He's actually on the International Space Station. He's using a telescope for his camera. Yeah. Yeah, so he's definitely using Starlink. Yeah.
Are you serious, Daryl? Let's take a look.
Dead serious.
Wait a minute, I can
my
kinda
joke
see
was
it.
going to be that he's got a new kind of Starlink that's called Blimp Link, but that's honestly even a better storyline.
Somebody play the cricket soundboard.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Hang on, Jesse's on it here, folks. We'll pause. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Peyton Howell down pit road, your race leader. So there comes Powell. You got Evans, Dressler, and Strader all down pit road. Top 4 pitting together. Tucker stays out.
Biggest pit stop of the night potentially here. They got to execute getting into their pit stop. Sliding through your box could mean a whole lot here. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, yeah, Jesse slides through his box more than anybody. Hopefully Dressler has a cleaner pit stop than last time. That really hurt his chances at this race win, as he's in that last stall with the pole here tonight. And did he overshoot it again?
No, he nailed it. He entered a little soft. He was a little slow on the entry, but he nailed it.
Well, Steve Tucker, your race leader here, and you got Austin Hobart, Andy Lewis there in the top 3 with him.
Yeah, Steve Tucker needs as many points as possible if he wants to have a chance to make the playoffs, as we only have one more race to go at Talladega in 2 weeks. And actually, Steve's coming over the radio now and saying he's going to pit this time by. So he definitely wanted to lead a lap and get that point, that's for sure.
Putting this on.
Oh, there's proof, Daryl. Andy Lewis going to take over the race lead. He wants that bonus point. So new race leader out front from, is he in Horseshoe, Jesse, or is he in Juicy Spider? I can't keep up with them boys.
So easy way to remember, Horseshoe entries are Hendrick numbers. Andrew Lewis is Juicy Spider Racing.
Well, Andrew Lewis, Juicy Spider Racing, and Douglas Ivy just set the quick time of the night. He's got the fresh tires. Douglas Ivy on the move.
Where is it? I don't know where the soundboard is. Dang it. Oh, here it is.
Quick time!
There you go. And we had the transmission come through. Johnny Dressler had this over the radio.
Hey, did you guys pick 2, or did I really overslow that much?
I'm looking here, and Jesse, I think they took 2. Well, their pit stops were 10 and 11 seconds. Dressler's was 15.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So they took 2 tires. We're going to see if this works out. What do you think, Jesse? Would you rather be Dressler in potentially 3rd with 4 tires, or Evans and Howe with 2 in the top 2 spots?
Well, they know best what their cars are going to do if they think they can make it on 2 tires here for this whole lap's run. I mean, more power to them. They save that 4 seconds. If the car handles about the same, then I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Again, who knows if this is the first time they're trying it or not.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Right now, it's a 6-second difference between where Dressler is and where never mind. How? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 6-second difference. So I think there's plenty of laps to do it. We're looking at still about 23 laps to go. Yeah, I think he makes up the spots for fresh tires.
We're going to find out here as they continue to rip it around. Still a long way to go. If this thing stays green, that's what Dressler needs. He doesn't want another restart or anything. And here comes Happyack down pit road, your race leader. But checking things out here, earlier, Daryl and Jesse, I was feeling a little, I was tired. I was down and out, going through the Friday lull at work. And I tell you what I did. I grabbed me some water. I scooped some Hustle Fuel. I put it in, mixed it up, and I have been pumped up ever since.
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
Now, Daryl, rumor has it you can get a discount. Oh, no, look out there, Junk! Oh, no,
Jesus!
Oh, caution is out, and some guys may be a lap down. I think our leaders are good, though, but that's going to change everything here. Dennis Orff, Junk. Josh Gagnon, Junk. Here's your replay,
Well,
Jesse. What do you see?
Taking another look at it, we're watching the 79 of Josh Gagnon. Ooh, I don't know about that one. We might need to get a closer look at it. 79 may have come down.
Oh, that's
89
definitely on
also
Orff.
came up a little bit, and into the wall they go.
What do you think, Daryl? I think Orff comes up. Maybe he didn't know there was a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just comes up a little too high. But I tell you what, there's nobody happier for that caution than Johnny Dressler, who did take those 4 tires. He's good to go. The people that took 2 tires were not wanting that caution to come out. They're going to be in trouble.
Hey, now listen to this real quick over the radio. This is from Josh Gagnon, who just got jumped.
From no
Hang on.
give.
Wrong one. Hang on.
Who the was the idiot there?
There you go. He is not happy.
Tell us how
Jesse.
you really feel.
Yeah. Josh Gagnon is not happy. There may be a fight in the pits. Dennis Orff, your race leader, after junking Yeah, there you go. Yeah, looks like Orf's your race leader. He's going to head down pit road, though. He's got a junk race car. And let's see who stays out. Everybody's going to pit here up front. Probably a good call. You know, it'd be an easy, or a lot of people would think if you're dresser, oh, I just got 4 fresh tires, I'm going to stay out. Well, you'd be a sitting duck, even though it was 5 to 10 laps. It's smart to come down pit road here. Maybe get 2 this time if you're dressing.
Yeah, we're going to have Terry Vincent, Steve Tucker, Doug Ivey, Austin Hobart, and Nick Hapiak are not going to come down pit road. Nick Hapiak just came down pit road 2 laps ago, so he definitely has.
Well, he
fresh
goes
tires.
a lap down, Daryl. I'm trying to review this. So Hapiak was down pit road when the caution comes out. He claimed over the radio it's telling him to let the pace car by. He didn't get past. Well, we're going to find out here. He leaves pit road here, and I think the caution's already out. What do you think here? I mean, it's kind of weird there.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we do have to follow the black box. I mean, race control can't, you know, individually review every instance, and that's unfortunate for Hapiak. What do you think, Jesse?
I do agree that it's unfortunate. I don't. It's one of those things where I feel like iRacing usually has a reason for most of its penalties it gives, but honestly, that might be one of the few times I don't see it.
Maybe if you want to discuss
it is
something
what it is.
with Christian, I'll let you do it, or you can do whatever you want here. So, nonetheless, we're going to rack them up.
It's what you said, Blake. There's nothing we can really do about it.
Yeah, we're going to bunch them up here. Vincent, your race leader here. Looking last time he pit, lap 105. You got Steve Tucker pit on lap 107. We're here on lap 115. All right, folks. Well, you know what? We may as well take a quick break. We're going to bunch things up here, get back rolling. Only a couple laps left to go. It's going to be a fast break because we're about to go green here, so don't you go anywhere. We are back here, folks. Bunched up, ready to roll. Have some alternate strategies. We're not going green. Going to delay this caution one more time. Top 4 did not pit. Everybody else headed down pit road. Some got 2 tires. Some got 4. A little bit of strategy scattered throughout the field.
Yeah, the back half of the field was struggling to get caught up there. Had to delay the yellow a little bit, but we'll get this thing back going.
Like
green flag racing here soon enough.
And black flag flies for Brandon there. Not sure what happened, but not sure what's going on. We may have to delay this again. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on either.
I'm not sure if race control made a decision here. We're bunched up. It's going to be Vincent, Tucker, Ivy, and Hobart, your top 4. They did not pit, but I mean, these tires, they're not very old. What do you think? You think this is going to work out for those guys?
Well, the Vincent's had these tires for 10 laps, but a couple of the laps is under caution. Steve 8, and again, a couple of laps under caution. So we're looking at about maybe 5 laps at green flag for Tucker and 7 for Vincent. So it might be just enough where if this were to stay green, they'll get past, but we'll see.
I think so too, but we're going to find out. You know, it's Vincent on the inside, Tucker on the outside. Pace truck is in, rolling towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. Las Vegas, on your feet, off your seats, green flag in the air. Good jump there from Vincent as he covers up top here. Steve Tucker in second. You got Douglas Ivey right there beside him.
going to do his best to hold these guys off. It's going to be difficult once they get some momentum going here.
Coming up on a lap car there, just came off a pit road. The real battle of the waters right here, you got Peyton Howell, who is the first one who just pit. He's got 2 fresh tires, and Dressler coming up behind him right on that back bumper. Oh, man.
Oh, they're getting sketchy back there.
Keep an eye on Dressler. He might have a slight tire advantage. Again, he got 4 tires and he got 2. And you got Peyton Howell, he took 2 tires, both stops. So Peyton Howell, he has a slight disadvantage. Dressler has the best tires up here, I think.
3 wide for 5th, the 63, the 25, and the 33. This is intense racing.
And these guys might junk it here soon. I hope they don't. We got some good battles here as Dressler is in a rocket ship right now.
Oh, there we go.
Peyton Howell involved.
Oh, no.
Wow, let's see how that happened. I mean, I kind of expected that to end that way. These guys were racing hard, and here it is. Gets a little bump from the 37 of Barfield. Let's rewind this a little bit more here. Slow it down here. So there you have it.
Yeah, that was chaotic.
So he gets kind of doored there by the 33, I think, up top. And then Barfield, there's really nowhere for him to go. He taps him, and there you have it. So I don't really know if we can really pin that on anybody. Jesse, what do you think?
I don't see how you could. I mean, unless somebody claims fault, it'll go to review. We'll see if the review team can pin it on anybody or come to at least a majority decision. But that's first look here on the show itself. I think that's a racing deal. There's a lot happening there.
I mean, 33, he just holds his line. 63 kind of does the same. Then the 37 is just right there. I mean, it's just an unfortunate racing deal. Really nothing anybody could have done differently there.
Everybody's pushing their cars for everything they've got. I mean, you're racing within, you can barely fit a piece of paper in between you and the other car. All it takes is one little bit of mistake, and there you have it.
What are you doing, dude?
That's from Peyton Howell after it again. I mean, I get it. When you're in the race car and you get junked, I mean, you're not a happy camper. You're looking at somebody to pin that one on, and fortunately, I just don't think you have it there. But we're going to have 13 laps remaining here, Daryl. Now, who do you guys think the favorites are? I mean, at this point, Dressler's got the fresher tires, but he's still got 4 guys to pass. You got Evans right there with him, Barfield with some fresh tires. It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, the tire advantage isn't great enough just to be able to fly around these top 4. Track position is key, and even though it is only a couple cars in front of them, still that dirty air, things like that. The leaders have the preferred line. It is going to be a little difficult for him, but I still think there's enough time for him to get it done.
Absolutely, it's going to be fun. Nonetheless, it's going to be Vincent as your race leader. Douglas Ivey debuting that 51 here tonight. Steve Tucker in the 3rd spot. Again, Hobart 4th. Dressler rounding out your top 5. And real quick, let's take a look at your HMS TV hard chargers. None other than your race leader, Terry Vincent, after starting 30th up to 1st.
He's sitting in a good spot. As Daryl said, track position's king. He might not have a tire advantage, but I'd sure like to be leading right now.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm up here and I can pick to be any of these guys, I think Dressler's in a better spot. Again, with just a slightly fresher tires, but I think it's enough to give him a big advantage. So if I'm up front, I'm probably looking to be either Dressler or Evans. Other than that, I would say maybe Vincent is in the next best spot, just being your race leader.
We'll have to wait and see how it works out. Lots of options.
And then obviously, these guys could junk it another time or two as well. This is our 8th caution of the night. We are racked up and ready to roll here in the desert of Las Vegas. And how about Justin Bondurant? Let's give him a big shout out. He has worked himself up to the 9th position after being involved in some crazy incidents earlier. I thought his night was going to be over with.
He was the fastest in practice, so it does not surprise me that, he knows how to run around this track. So yeah, even though he got caught up in some stuff, does not surprise me that he's back up here in the top 10.
Yeah, well, these guys bunched up, ready to roll. You're about to see them head out of turn number 4. Pace cars heading in. Daryl's ready to take us green.
Absolutely. The pace truck is going to pull off the track, and Terry Vincent is going to lead the field into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Sponsored by HMS TV.
By HMS TV. And Terry Vincent has a great restart as Steve Tucker is going to clear. So top 2 single file, top 3 now single file.
Down the backstretch is Vincent, Tucker, Dressler up into third already. Keep an eye on that 25. I'm telling you, them fresh tires make a difference. Dressler, oh, look out. Look out, oh no, what a save. We're still green. There's the caution. Man, that caution kind of saved Dressler, I'll say. And unfortunate couple guys involved. Let's take a look. Hobart involved and some others.
Dylan Alt in the 6. He must have been involved somewhere because he just Alt F forward out of this race. Mid slide just disappeared.
Oh, the 37 just flat out dumps Austin Hobart.
I don't know how you feel about this, Jesse, but I get the. I seem to think that the type of racing that we're seeing right now is what me and you saw at the beginning of this race, just really aggressive. You know.
Yeah. It has kind of swung back around, very similar to the start of the race. Of course, the aggression does pick up because we're getting towards the end of the race. Every position matters more. But it is unfortunate because you're getting cars that have had good runs all night getting damaged here late without the time to fix it back up.
Absolutely. The 25 is going to claim that caution.
I don't know about. I don't think I would have claimed that one. I don't know. That's shocking to me. But hey, nonetheless, we're going to rack them up.
Never mind. Dressler did not realize that there was 2 separate incidents. So he didn't realize that the wreck that actually caused the caution, he had nothing to do with. So there you go. So Dressler is retracting it. Yeah, he didn't realize that there was another incident.
I'm glad he did. I mean, yeah, he got tight there and went up the track, but I don't think he brought out the yellow. So good news. I'm definitely glad he retracted that, because if I could have got a hold of him, I would have said, Johnny, don't claim it. But I couldn't. But thankfully, we're still good to go.
Well, what you got to do is you got to get on the radio like you're Roger Penske and tell him, calm down, Johnny.
Oh, wait, listen to this. We got Steve Tucker chiming in here. What do you think? Listen in.
So he gets to just like claim it and not claim it and then claim it again and not claim it.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, always chiming in there. Nonetheless, Terry Vincent, your race leader. Tucker second. Barfield third. Dressler fourth.
Yeah, typical Steve Tucker chiming in on something that has nothing to do with him. But
I was about to say, have you guys heard of Leave It to Beaver? How about leave it to Steve?
Well, he's in P2. I mean, if I'm in Steve Tucker's situation, I'm going to be focusing on the fact that there's less than 10 laps to go. We're in P2. We have a clean car. We have 4 tires from the last time that all these guys pit. I mean, he's in a great position to possibly win this race. So he has other things to worry about.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, I mean, and claims, I mean, to me, you only claim something if you know 100% it's your fault, especially if you're up front. I mean, if you're in last, sure, go ahead and claim it. Doesn't matter. If you're up front, unless you know for sure you junked somebody, I would not claim anything, especially a crazy incident like that. But hey, nonetheless, Tucker's going to restart on the outside. He's got Vincent on his inside. Row 2's got Barfield, Dressler, then you got Evans and Bondering.
And sometimes as a driver, you don't realize that there's actually 2 separate incidents on the track, and that's exactly what happened with Johnny Dressler. He just didn't realize that there was another incident that, you know, actually brought out the caution. So I'm glad that there was clarification and that he retracted. It was a good move on him.
We're going to rack them up, try it again. Daryl, earlier I was telling Jesse the over-under was 10.5. We're at 9 right now. It's going to be pretty close.
We're going over. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a caution before we get to the white flag, and then most likely another caution on a green-white checker situation. But here we go.
Pumped up here as the field is bunched up. Pace car heading in, rolling into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air, sponsored by HMS TV.
there, hit us up.
Absolutely. We got some availability, folks. So hit them up. You're looking to sponsor the channel, to support us. Be sure to shoot us a message. But Terry Vincent, your race leader, Tucker second, Dressler in third.
Yeah, here comes Johnny Dressler. We know that, he's really fast. Steve Tucker's outside, and most likely he's going to clear coming out of four.
Door-to-door battle for second.
Big wreck in the back, hard into the wall.
Oh. Well, caution is out. Looks like a black flag came to, I think it said Gagnon, and here we go. I got some stuff popping up. Bailey Brandon involved in about his 14th wreck of the night, I think. Daryl, let's see what happened. Okay, let's rewind this a little more. All right, let's go back
I was
here.
gonna say somebody hit the outside wall at like 200.
Okay, here we go. Brandon lost it. That was his fault. And then he smokes it. Looked like Gagnon involved, and I think that's about it.
I know Brandon was wishing that the 7-0 award would have maybe backed out of it there because the 19 thought he could have had it gathered back up, but it is what it is.
You can wish someone backs out, but when you make a mistake and they don't back out, you can't really pin them. But, hey, nonetheless, we're going to rack them up. Daryl, this is our 10th caution. Are we going to get one more? And is your over going to hit? You got a lot of money on the line.
I know I bet on it too. So hopefully I can cash out. I mean, hopefully not, but I'll take it.
I'm kind of on the fence here. I think as long as we get through lap 1 and 2 of the restart, I think we can go to the finish. But, I mean, it's a big if. Can we get to that lap? But keep an eye on Johnny Dressler. He's going to restart on the outside line. Has the slightly fresher tires. But we've seen our race leaders get good jumps off the line just about every single restart here tonight.
Now, I don't have my info in front of me. What's Terry Vincent's tire situation? I know 25's on 4 fresh tires. What's the 5 looking like?
Okay, so the 5 of Vincent last pit on lap 105 with 4 fresh tires. Now, if you remember, Johnny Dressler, he pit around the same time, got 4 tires. Well, he pit again on lap 113, got 2 tires. So technically, he's not on 4 fresh tires, but pretty close to it.
Okay, so he is in an advantage over the 5, though.
Absolutely. You got those
So
2
this will be
tires about 5-6 laps later. So slight advantage. And I mean, let's be honest, he's had more speed all night as long. So there's that too. So he's got a little bit of a speed advantage and a little less of a tire advantage. But again, Vincent's got the advantage of restarting on the front row inside. So we're going to find out how this goes. Now, Daryl, who would you rather be here? Would you rather be the 5 of Vincent or the 25 of Dressler?
Daryl actually had to step away for a second,
you, Jesse.
but I got to tell you, I think I'd rather be the 25. I'd want to have the opportunity to have the fresher tires rather than just to be holding out hope, as they're going to get this thing graded back up here. We'll see if we're going to drop the hammer this time or not. But the 25. I feel like he just has a little bit more control over his destiny. If he can time this restart right and maybe get to the outside of that 5, that could be all he needs.
Absolutely. Now, Jesse, earlier you mentioned Dylan Alt. He Alt F forward, we thought. Now, is it possible he went over the incident, Max, or is that not a thing? I have no clue.
It's not a thing. All we have is drive-through penalties.
Okay.
So
I wasn't sure.
He literally mid-slide just manually disconnected. So,
well, WD Racing in the chat says we want to see Peyton Howell. Well, we saw him a lot earlier. He was leading this thing, and he was involved in an incident semi-recently. He's all the way back in 20th here. He's going to try to gain some spots, but he's not really.
I got to tell you, there's some good racing up front, but I've been personally watching the 63 drive back up through this field ever since he got spun. It's been interesting.
Yeah, well, we're about to drop the hammer and go green. Field is set. Pace car is headed in, ladies and gentlemen, into the juicy Spider restart zone. Las Vegas, 3 laps left to go. Green flag in the air. Make it 4 laps.
See if we can keep it clean this time or not. Will we have another restart? Will we have a checkered flag?
Door-to-door battle for second. It's Tucker on the inside, Dressler on the outside as Vincent loves what he's seeing. He wants them guys to stay door-to-door.
That's got to be his best hope right now, is that they waste their time battling each other.
Still green for now, Jesse. They're trying to junk it in the back, but door-to-door battle here. It's going to be 3 laps left to go, coming to the line.
I definitely saw smoke. I didn't see anything else other than some smoke, so we'll see what happens.
Terry Vincent, your race leader. Dressler finally cleared of Tucker. He wants this thing to stay green. Does he have time to find a way around the 5 of Terry Vincent?
We'll have to wait and see.
Getting a little dark here, Jesse. We're trying to save some money by not turning the lights on. They asked me, Blake, do you want to turn the lights on? I said, no, thank you, sir. 2 laps left to go, Jesse.
You're running this thing on a budget here, HMS TV Cup Series. Can't be turning the lights on.
New fastest lap there by Terry Vincent, and right to the back bumper. Here comes Dressler to the inside, door-to-door for the race lead.
Can he hold him off, or is the 25 going to be able to get it?
It's going to be a good battle coming to the white flag. Dressler out front for now. Can we get to the line? Slide job, new race leader, Johnny Dressler. Horn to the wall goes Vincent. White flag in the air here in Vegas.
This race is official. They're going to race back to the line. No more yellows.
Johnny Dressler out front. Terry Vincent in second. Tucker rounds out your top 3. Down the backstretch for the final time. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Tucker takes over the second spot. But out of turn 4, checkered flag in the air. Johnny Dressler wins the Silver State Relief 200 in Las Vegas.
He does what Maverick Davis hasn't been able to do yet. Takes a W. Steve Tucker finishes second. And it's going to be Jonathan Evans third, Justin Bondurant fourth, and Rusty Rafferty out of nowhere taking home a top 5.
What a big shout out, Rusty Rafferty. I mean, he wasn't up front most of this race, but at the end, the strategy worked out, and he finds a top 5. Huge shout out. Keep an eye, folks. If you're looking for a fill-in driver, Rusty Rafferty proved tonight that he is definitely one you should consider. But it's time to watch some burnouts here, folks. We're going to gather some racers, do some interviews. Johnny Dressler's going to burn it down on HMS TV. Here is the drone parked on the car here, Jesse, and he's going for a ride. Look at this shot. Burning it down. Jesse, if you want to grab some drivers, that would be wonderful as we watch Dressler rip it around here in Vegas. Celebrating, has Maverick Davis on the car. This one's for Maverick and me. What a race for Dressler. He's going to keep burning it down. Like I mentioned, we're going to gather some drivers. We'll be right back here, folks. Don't you go anywhere. Big interviews coming up next. We are back here in Las Vegas, and folks, we've got some drivers ready for some interviews. Jesse, let's get them in here.
Let's talk to him. First, we'll bring up Jonathan Evans, third place finisher. Jonathan, this is Jesse, Blake, and Daryl up here in the booth. Do you hear us?
Yes, how's it going?
It is going good. It's going pretty good for you. You're sitting here on the podium for Powerhouse Racing in that 33. Go ahead and tell us about your night here tonight.
Yeah, it was a really fun race for the majority of it. I mean, Peyton, Johnny, and I were having a really good battle, and I think at the end of it, it was going to be one of us. It was a little unfortunate to get that caution because Peyton and I mean, we were just like lights out on pit road, and then I beat him off at pit road, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have a chance. And then we caught the lappers at an awkward spot, and I kind of let him get position on me, but it was just, I was just hoping that it was going to be a green flag run to the end so I could have a chance at him, but you know, that's not always the case, unfortunately. But yeah, just super happy to be on the podium. I've really enjoyed my 2 starts in this league, so shout out to everyone that puts this on, and you guys for doing the broadcast. It's been fun.
Jonathan, I mean, you ran up front all night long. I mean, you and your teammates were looking good. You were sitting top 3. You led a lot of laps here, but you bring it home in the podium. Going to be some good points for, I believe, Powerhouse Racing here tonight for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, shout out to Ben for putting me in the car. I mean, I was put in this car just with one sole objective, and that's just score as many points as I can and bring it back in one piece. So I think I executed on that tonight, and yeah, just happy to bring it home in one piece and not get involved in any of those late race shenanigans.
Yeah, well, definitely worked out for you. You led 6 laps here tonight. Put it on the podium. Good run for you. Before you head out, though, Jonathan, you got any shout-outs for our fans watching at home?
Yeah, everyone over at Powerhouse Racing. It's been really cool to race with those guys, Bondurant, Sam at Phoenix, and Ben and Telder. I mean, I don't always get to race with those guys on a week-to-week basis, and just racing against everyone in this league. I mean, for the most part, it's been really enjoyable. So hopefully, I get a few more starts. I think I have like the next 3 weeks. So hopefully, we can get maybe 1 or 2 spots better in one of those races.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations. Putting it on the podium here tonight in the Silver State Relief 200, Jonathan Evans.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, Jonathan. Congratulations to him on that 3rd place finish. Are you ready to go ahead and talk to 2nd?
Absolutely. Let's get him in here. 2nd place finisher.
Let's talk to him. Steve Tucker, see what he has to say. Steve, it's Jesse Blakendale up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I sure do.
Man, you come home with your 2nd top 3 on the season. Of course, the other one being the win at Daytona. You get the 2nd place here tonight in that number 0 Toyota. Just tell us about your race tonight. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good. It's definitely, it's nice to know that I can hang with these guys. You know, we definitely got kind of messed up in a couple. Like I know Phoenix was a race where I was looking at finishing a top 5. You know, with these good drivers, and last week at Sonoma, probably had a top 10 finish going, and restart after that stage, just I was killed. So I mean, we've had races that just did not go our way as far as finishing position versus how we were running. You know, but tonight it all came together. I mean, I had a decent qualifying round. This place is tough on right front and overall dirty air. So we got lucky with that late race caution where I came down to take 4, or before the caution came out, took 4, my normal pit stop. And yeah, just the caution came out after that. I think the leaders came down and took 2 and whatnot. It just worked out. So just, luckily stayed out of some trouble, although trouble found us at least 2 or 3 times tonight. And luckily we didn't wreck it or anything like that. But yeah, I'm proud of it. I mean, I'm trying to get myself into that top top 10, top 12 for the chase here. So today's a good effort to try and do that. So we're gonna keep that momentum up.
Yeah, Steve, I mean, great run for you all night. You were sitting inside the top 5, and like you said, that caution helped you. And we had strategies kind of all over the place at the end. They were hard to keep up with, but I mean, you definitely did a great job. I think it kind of worked out for you the best it could there the last 20 laps or so. You think there's anything else you could have done at the end to maybe get 1 spot better?
Not really. No. I mean, Dressler was quick all night. Obviously, he was in front of me the entire time, and there was some. I'm not going to call it drama, but maybe drama. Claiming a caution versus not claiming it. But I'm not going to air that out here. I'll talk to some people after the race. But if he would have been, taking his penalty, that might have opened up the spot for us to take the win. It's tough to say, but these things, that's just how it goes sometimes. And P2 is still good. Points matter more at this point to try and get into the chase. Wins are nice, but whatever. So we already have that one from Daytona looking good at. So yeah, I feel good. I finished way better than what I thought I could have. Again, just knowing the talent level in this series. So I'll take a P2, top 3 anytime I can.
I definitely expect you to leapfrog in the point standings. Probably going to gain 10, 15 spots potentially. But nonetheless, before you head out, Steve, you got any shout-outs for our fans at home?
Yeah, as always, thanks. Big thanks to you guys, obviously, for putting on the league. Definitely very fun, very competitive. And shout out, as always, to my sponsor on the car, Harpoon Design. Brantley Roden over there has 10,000 paints plus on trading paints right now. And ever growing. So go and check them out, harpoondesign.com. Get yourself for a paint, fill out the form. Paint start off at $25 per car, and just the best job in the best work in the business. And my car obviously looking good as always. So definitely a good testament to his work. So looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to it as well. I think we're off next week. We're doing our special. Actually, I haven't even plugged that all night. Yeah. We're doing our special event. Actually, I'll probably bring that up later on. But yeah, hope most of our drivers joining us for that. It's going to be a Bundle of Joy 188. We're going to donate all the proceeds to the Bundle of Joy Fund. But Steve, we look forward to seeing you in these coming weeks. We got Talladega to follow, and wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Good job to Steve there, finishing second. Do you want to just jump right into it, see what Mr. Johnny Dressler has to say about tonight?
Yeah, well, real quick, I guess it's a good time to go ahead and plug the race. On your screen, folks, you're going to see it, the flyer for the Bundle of Joy 188. If you're interested in joining us, be sure to join the Discord, discord.gg/HMS TV. Going to be $18 entry. No payout, folks. We're paying all the money straight to charity, to the Bundle of Joy Foundation. If you don't know them, look them up, folks. They do a lot of great things for families. Samantha and Kyle Bush's charity. So we're looking forward to raising a lot of money on that. But yeah, Jesse, I am ready to go. Let's get Johnny in here and talk to our race winner here tonight.
But yeah, that Bundle of Joy 188, good time for a good cause. It's not just limited to HMS TV Cup drivers. Anybody can join us here. Just hit up our Discord for more info. But yeah, with no farther ado, let's bring him on up here, see what he has to say about his night. Filling in for that 25, Johnny, it is Jesse, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. Can you hear us?
I sure can. How are you guys?
I mean, holy smokes, man. You bring home the W now. A little bit of inside baseball. I was in the team comms with you here at the beginning of this thing. I mean, we start off hot. You go through qualifying. You say, man, I thought that lap was slow. Well, you got the frickin' pole. I'm sure you led the most laps here tonight. And here you are taking home the win. I mean, just tell us about your night filling in for Maverick Davis in that number 25 HMS TV racing car.
Man, what a race. First off, I have to thank HMS TV for giving me the opportunity to jump in the car tonight, see what I can bring to the table. They gave me a shot, and I'm really thankful to be able to capitalize on it tonight and really show what me and TCSP have been working on for the last year. I've been on the sim almost a year to date now, racing the A car and just focusing on it completely. Lots of hours on the track, and throughout the run, I've never driven a tight car in my life. I love loose, and that's what these fixed cars are all about. It's just tight. So it was really hard for me to manage long runs, but I think we were able to come together on that and make the best of it and just be able to stick around till the end.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny, you obviously led the most laps. You had a bunch of speed. Now, your first pit stop, the first green flag pit stop, you just had a slow stop or something. Not sure what happened. You lost a lot of ground, but you fight back there. And then there on that last green flag pit stop, you took 4 tires when the guys in front of you took 2. Do you think that helped or hurt you or what?
I think it put me in a position to be able to take 2 on that last time we pitted there and be able to capitalize on a little bit of track position there. So I wouldn't change anything if I did it again. I would definitely practice a little bit more and not used to the brakes that are on this car in the fixed setup, and just kept sliding through the pit box and kept making those simple, stupid mistakes. But we're glad we were able to put it together and be able to pull it off tonight.
Well, we're definitely glad you were able to fill in for Maverick. You get the job done and win it. Now, go ahead and talk about the Team Conti program. I think you and Maverick are both in. I don't really know much about it, but go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, me and Maverick, we're both ambassadors. So we're house drivers for TCSP. We spend most of our week trying to prepare for, official races. That's all we focus on. And Michael Conti, obviously the owner of the team, he does a great job with not only customers but us ambassadors, teaching us all of the little tricks to be able to pull the most out of this car and just capitalize on it like we did tonight.
Yeah, well, you certainly did. I mean, you get the job done. I mean, I did. Now I'm going to be honest. I asked Maverick, I said, okay, who's this Johnny guy? What can we expect? Maverick said he's okay. Well, you come in here and win. Maverick hasn't won yet. What do you have to respond to Maverick with that?
I think luck was on our side a lot tonight. Maverick is a great driver. He's always fun to race, and he's one of those guys that race you super clean every single week. You never really run into any issues with the guy. At the end of the day, I think it just depends on how our luck runs, who's going to be running up on top and who's going to fall into second position.
Well, luck and speed were both on your side tonight. Parking in victory lane, most laps led, and I believe you won this. Well, no, I don't think you won the stage. Well, you were definitely in the top 3, but going to be a lot of stage points and all that for you. But congratulations again, Johnny. You already kind of aired them out, but go ahead. If you got any final shout-outs for our fans at home, let them be heard.
Not really so much, man. Just TCSP, and like I said, the owner of this side of this car here. Can't thank you guys enough, and thank you for having me.
All right. Well, congratulations. Tonight's winner of the Silver State Relief 200 here in Las Vegas with the HMS TV Cup Series, Johnny Dressler.
Great job to Johnny getting the win on his debut here on the channel. I don't think you can start your debut on the channel any better than that.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm kind of shocked, honestly. I mean, I expected Johnny to be, I don't know, top 5, maybe 7th or something. I knew nothing about him heading in. Maverick said, hey, I found a guy to fill in, and, well, I'm glad he found him. He did a great job, and we are certainly going to stay in touch with Johnny Dressler here tonight. But, Jesse, I think that's going to round things out. I'm not sure if Daryl's even back. He's probably still at the concession stand. But, Jesse, you got any final words for our viewers at home before we head out?
I just want to say thanks for tuning in here tonight with us on a Friday night. If you're still here, make sure you tune in next Friday night for the Bundle of Joy 188. I'll likely be in the booth for that one. You might see Blake out on the track, which may be scary for some people, but I think it'll be all right. Other than that, I think you'll be seeing us next Sunday night. Is that correct, Blake?
Absolutely. In just a couple of days, Sunday night, going to be Icon Cup Series making their debut on the HMS TV channel. So tune into that.
Wait for it.
All right, I'll add one in there, Jesse. The Icon Cup Series, it's crazy, Jesse. I've been talking with these guys, and they have some crazy competition. I mean, I've talked with some guys that are fast in some other leagues we broadcast, and they're like 25th place trucks in this series. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing all these quick guys in the Icon Cup Series on Sunday night. So mark your calendars, folks. Click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. The notification bell will help you out. That way when we go live every time, you will know. So that's really about all I got, folks. So join the HMS TV Discord. Check us out on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at Watch HMS TV. But in the booth with Daryl Young Jr., Christian Taylor, and Jesse Becker, I'm Blake Hutchinson, and we'll see you back here on Sunday night.
See ya.